Hey everybody, welcome to the warbossfitz channel. This week I do not have a battle report for you. I know I failed. What actually happened was this week I got so sick that I was not going to be able to talk on camera. Here it is Wednesday night, and you could probably still hear it in my voice. Still got a little bit of something. But what did happen this week that I definitely want to talk about is that Page Rules Orcs finally got released. If you were subscribed to the April Patreon of Page Rules, you got some orc files this week. Now these files were supposed to come out at the beginning of the month, but Page Rules decided after some public suggestions that the orcs needed to cook a little bit longer. So on Tuesday this week, they did finally come out right in the middle of the day when I am stuck at work. So I had to just contain my excitement for the rest of the day. So let's talk about the files themselves. What we got are the Orc Warriors and the Orc Shaman. Now, the Orc Warriors have tons of options. Males and female orcs, weapon loadouts, different hair configurations. Man, there is a whole lot of orc that you get in these files. And there was an update on the Discord yesterday that these heads still are not going to be the last heads. They're going to be removing the mustaches because they covered a lot of the tusks, and they're going to be removing all the hair on the sides of the heads because it looked less orky, and they're absolutely right. But either way, as soon as I got home that day, I loaded these right up in the slicer, and I got to printing. So here we are about 24 hours afterwards, and I sat down to paint the first ones, trying to sketch out some ideas for what I wanted to do with them, and I kind of went in some weird directions. There were some in the channel Discord and on our live streams that said, hey, if you get the orcs, try to do them not green. Like, try to make them look different, because they kind of look like the orcs from that Will Smith movie, Bright. So, I did. I got a couple of selections, and I'm kind of at a loss, because orcs that are not green to me feel like some kind of heresy. But here, I'm going to show some stuff off. Here is our first not green orc. The color that was suggested for a not green orc, the first one was like a rust orange color. So here we go. This is the first one of that color. And then the second one, this one is the orc medic. Now the skin is the orange color, but then the pants are hardened leather, and they kind of melted together there, because the orange, I did use fired giant orange and hardened leather in a 3-to-1 ratio, more orange than leather. And I mean, it kind of blends in there with the regular just hardened leather. So there might be some changes to this particular color coming up. But of course, I couldn't just do one different color. Oh, no. Next, we have a red orc. Well, there's a few red orcs, but this first one is a red one, and I did his armor. I think this is an ochre color that came out very, very yellow. Kind of giving the Bad Moons look there, and he's holding a lightning gun. Now, it has only been 24 hours, and I've had, stuff to do since, so I haven't actually looked at the army list in Army Builder. I don't know what a lightning gun does yet. And here is our second red-skinned orc. Now, this one I did kind of a black, t-shirt and blue jeans look on him. Just to see what it would come out like. Just to, we're just sketching with paint here at this point. And then the next color I did for a skin color was brownish decay. This one does have a little bit of green into it, so it does feel a little bit more natural as far as orc skin goes. And you can tell by the banner there, that's definitely just a really fast, quick freehand sketch on there. It's one coat. Everything you see here, there's no washes on anything. Like I said, this is just paint sketches, just to get my head in the right spot, or at least give the idea of what colors are going to go where. And then the next brownish decay skin, or this one might be Desolation Brown. I can never remember between those two. One is yellowish brown, the other one is brownish yellow. So just make of that what you will. But here we got a missile launcher guy. And on this one, I did actual yellow armor on him, trying to make him pop as more of a Bad Moons type color. And then the missile launcher with the red tipped rockets on there. And again, you know, no washes, but the more natural color schemes here, I can see this one with my normal oil wash doing very, very well. So that's the last of our brownish decay, Desolation Brown, whichever it is, skin color. Let's look at the next one. Now this one is Runic Gray. On camera it is kind of very white looking, but in person it does have a bluish tint to it. So think of like Space Wolf armor color. Like if you punch that up a few different octaves as far as the color goes, that's what you would have. And again, I did this armor yellow just to give a real good contrast there. I think I might be set on that yellow armor color. I don't know. And then here is our last sketch. This one here again has the Runic Gray skin going on, but this one I did blue armor because, I don't know, I kind of feel like if I did the Runic Gray color with some copper and some brass with some blue, I have not done an army based in the snow yet, just because, well, I don't know why, I just haven't. So this might be a good option to have that happen. And then I didn't paint it yet, but I just wanted to throw the shaman up here because I printed it and it looks really, really good in my opinion. And I noticed some supports I haven't taken off yet. Is what it is. But as far as sci-fi tribalistic shaman, they knocked it out of the park with this design. So here we are with all of our different options, all the different sketches that I did up on the screen. I'm gonna go ahead and number the skins 1 through 4, and then let me know which one that you like. Because quite honestly, guys, I have painted thousands of orcs, and my brain's locked up with these. Remember to like the video and subscribe if you want to see this orc army that I'm going to build with your suggestions on the table. It's not going to be for a little bit because it does take them about 6 months to release a full army, and I have no idea what's going to be in the list to build yet because they also change up the army lists whenever they come out with new releases. Like that lightning gun, I've got no idea what it does. We'll have to figure that one out together. But that's going to do it for me tonight down here on the painting table. Thank you guys for letting me get away with putting out a filler episode. And don't worry, because I took some time off of recording, I've got 4 armies that I have completed this week. So that backlog is going to get filled up. And if you want to see that stuff early, remember to join the channel, become a member. Otherwise, just like and subscribe, and you'll see it when it gets released to the public. I hope you guys are having fun playing OPR wherever you are, and I'll talk with you next time. Bye-bye.